Hi everybody, this is Bob from Buckeye Sports Center. Today I'm really excited to present to you guys the all-new 2025 Yamaha 252S. Okay, so this is one of the many boats in the Yamaha 25-foot line. We'll kind of go through some of the differences between this one and other models. But the baseline with Yamaha is all their 25-foot boats, from the AR 250 all the way to the 255 XD. They're all basically the same platform, the same hull, the same deck for the most part. So the layouts are very, very similar. You know, it's just going to be feature and content differences throughout. So first thing I'll point off with this boat, with the 25-foot Yamaha, beautiful style lines. Yamaha does a great job. You know, stainless steel rub rail, just a deep, massive boat. So honestly, in that 25-foot segment, you know, in the industry, there's a lot of boats out there that are now, well over 100 grand, you know, well into the even 200 grand for a 25-foot boat. This boat comes in at a great price point, but still has a lot of good luxury features. So the way to describe this boat is this is going to be the least expensive Yamaha 25-foot boat that has that luxury interior feel to it. So it's going to be a step up above like the AR 250 model. All right, not quite as many bells and whistles and technologies as some of the higher end 25s, but the way you're going to see this boat on the inside is going to look very similar to the boats that are kind of priced higher than it as far as layout, as far as how the boat looks. So let's take a look and see what we got. So we're first going to talk about the transom area and the hull a little bit. On the 25-foot Yamaha, one thing that you know, they came out with several years ago, but sometimes we forget to talk about is the keel and the rudder system on this boat. So if you look down here, you can see that there is a rudder, so that makes the boat a lot more easier to maneuver and turn, even at slow speeds. The older school jet boats from 10 or 15 years ago didn't have that, so you can dock and maneuver this boat pretty well. Obviously, with the dual engine setup too, you can see the two engine thrust areas there. You can actually maneuver and kind of pivot the boat inside and out once you get used to it and make that go. And then you can kind of see a little fiberglass part kind of hang down below. That's where the keel and the drain plug is. That keel allows the boat to track straighter, doesn't have it slide as much as maybe the older traditional jet boats, and again helps tracking and make the boat feel and run like a normal traditional bow rider. You know, so some cool features there. As we move up to the transom area, this is one of the key features to any Yamaha boat. This transom, because we've got the jet drive set up, this is very, very close to the water line. All right, so this little area back here to chill and relax. Since this is a 252 series, we've got a nice matted deck back here. We've got a nice backrest. There's actually a spot over there where you can mount a table and have a table back here. And then as we move up inside the boat, some cool versatile seating here on the transom. We see pop-up cleats. We see speakers back here. So again, a lot of luxury features on the transom area that's 252. So we see in the transom area, we see really, really nice padded area. First off, I'm going to show you kind of a cool feature. Obviously, these cushions do remove, but when I pull these up, we can actually have access to our cleanout port. So there's one cleanout port for each engine. Just reach your hand down in there. If you got weeds or something gets sucked up, you can do that without having to get outside the boat, which is really cool. That's a standard feature on all Yamaha boats. As we move up into the, I really like this center walkway. It's comfortable. I can grab the top here and kind of get in. It's easy. And then this is really cool, the slider seat. So right now we kind of have a full kind of lounging setup where this is slid all the way forward. If I want a more traditional setup, I can slide that over here and we can have all the seating facing forward in here. All right, so depending on how you want to use the boat, how you're chilling, how you're using the transom area, a couple of different ways you can set this up. I like this kind of over here. This is going to be an upgrade on the 25-foot model. We have this nice little storage area over here. Just nice little cubby storage. Your cooler stores away down in there. A good lean back here. All right, so I can even, if I'm watching a tuber or a skier, I can actually have enough space. And again, the depth here is really, really cool. A nice touch on the upholstery as well. There's some nice stitching patterns and stuff like that. So this is an upgraded upholstery pattern compared to like an AR 250. All right, so this particular model has the lighter touch interior, so lighter color. I believe the other color in this 252 model is going to have a darker, more of a tan interior. The other thing I kind of like is this little pop-up table. So if you need a little serving area, you can pop this up, which is really cool. So you're trying to serve some people, not having a big table in the way. Again, cool little feature on the cockpit of the 252. So we move into the center of the cockpit. Couple things here. Just how roomy this boat is. One of the big advantages of jet boats, again, by not having, we're kind of sitting on top of the engine, so we don't have a big area where the engines are in our way, and that really makes the boat feel and seem a lot bigger than it is. So this is a 25-foot boat. I think most people, when you compare it to other lines and other brands, will be more similar to a 27, even a 28-foot boat. Again, in the feature I really like, really heavy-duty wake tower on this 252S model. All right, bimini top has got a hard frame around it, so it's a little bit more stable, and it also pretty much covers the entire cockpit area, so it's a really large bimini top. I really like that feature, but also, like say, the tower being, really heavy-duty, high-end, really burly. It does fold down if you need it to. It's pretty easy to do that with a couple thumb screws in the back, but overall, really, really premium, high-end tower, high-end feel. Looking at the flooring, we talked about that snap-out padded teak style flooring, so this is kind of unique in that it is snap out, so you can remove it and clean it up or whatever. That's kind of unique in the marketplace, but it's really comfortable to walk on. It's cushy, so I really, really like that. Again, we look on the port side area, the port side console, little area for cup holders, phones, that type of stuff. Again, more additional storage area here, kind of a glove box type deal there. We see, again, the stitching pattern along the side there, again, makes that boat look very, very premium. We've got the head compartment. Right now we actually see, I didn't mention it before, but we do have a table, and as well as these flip-up swim boards that are those attached in the transom area. I'm sure you guys see pictures of that in other videos and other online stuff, but you can put a porta potty head in there or just use it for storage. All right, there's a few cushions stored in there for the bow as well right now. And then last thing to talk about is the ski locker storage. I'm not going to open this up, but a huge big open storage compartment down here. So skis, wakeboards, anything you want there. I'm going to hop into the driver's seat. Again, this is going to be the premium 25-foot feel. So adjustable helm. I've got all kinds of legroom. Actually, I probably need to slide the seat forward a little bit. Nice digital screen here, so this is going to have a larger, you can't really tell, but the screen size is going to be about right here, so it's a little bit larger than what we'd find on the AR 250. Wireless phone charger here. You can use the screen as a touch screen. I'm not going to go through the screen functions because there's no battery in this boat, but there are a lot of videos that show that. You can control the screen by the joystick over here as well. All your nicely backlit switches over here, which are basically buttons, and then we have a dual throttle lever control over here. So again, conveniently located, easy for me to grab and see and run the boat. So this particular one's going to have traditional steering setup, so each engine operates independently. You do have to operate the engines together. On some of the higher end models, you'll have an option for a single lever mode. This one does not have that. But that's kind of an electronic feature that's an upgrade on some of the higher end 25-foot models. So overall, nice console area, nice big digital screen, really, really nice setup on the 252S. Okay, last section of the boat on the 252S is going to be the bow area. Again, nice little feature that normally from a lot of brands might be an upgrade, but a nice little pocket door, so if I did want to close this off, I can get a snap-on bow cover and really close this off if it's a cooler day. Again, good storage on that side as well too. Close that up, and then again, wide, deep, open bow area. There's a big ski locker on the front. There's a nice step down with, again, the padded steps, so it's a non-skid setup. So your anchor locker. There's actually a boarding ladder up here. All right, so really, really nice setup and design. But again, look at how wide this is. People talk about deck boats versus bow riders. This really has the bow area of a deck boat, even though we have a traditional bow rider hull. So that kind of gives you the best of both worlds. Again, I'm a bigger guy, 6'2". I've got more than enough space with several inches to spare to kind of lay out and put my feet out. I can actually lay and view backwards as well if I wanted to and still be comfortable. There are cushions that come with this boat that fill in this whole section. We kind of saw those stored in the head compartment. All right, so you can actually kind of close this whole area off with cushions if you like, which is nice. And then the other thing I like, obviously we've got bow speakers up here. We've got nice integrated grab handles that are, they really designed the boat with this in mind. So it's not just a grab handle sitting on top of a deck. They kind of integrate that into the design of the boat, makes it look a little cleaner. And the other feature I really like is, you know, a lot of people use these boats in many different ways. If you're a fisherman and you like to occasionally fish off of a little boat like this, obviously off that transom area, there's plenty of area and space to fish off of. But if you actually remove that cushion, now you have access. You can walk up there and kind of cast or do whatever you want, you know, in the bow area. So you can really, you know, kind of use this as a very versatile platform that a lot of people might use for fishing or some other application. You know, by both of these cushions move out, we've got a nice little step area over here. So again, it makes the boat very, very versatile. So in closing, Yamaha 252S, again, that first level of 25-foot luxury, all right, with all the luxury features and really an awesome price tag when you really look at it. You know, in the 90s, I believe, it starts in the 90s. You know, even with cover, freight, prep, I think you're coming in, you know, below 100,000. But for a premium 25-foot boat, I think it's a great, great value. Thanks for watching, checking out this boat with us at Buckeye Sports Center. For more information, visit our website, buckeyesportscenter.com. Subscribe to our YouTube page where we've got all kinds of Yamaha videos and other brands that we post. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you on the water.